What's up, YouTube? Fair Play here. Happy Saturday to you guys. I hope everybody's had a great Saturday, a great weekend so far, I am here to do another video because it's been about 2 days now. I figure it's time for me to get on here and do another one and keep the momentum. You know what I mean? Y'all, this video is not going to be just about one particular thing. It's going to be about a couple of different topics, and I'm going to try to make it brief just because there's so many things going on in the news and in the media and whatnot, and I try to keep things mostly at an entertainment level because politics depress people. They really do. I see what's going on, but I don't talk about it that often unless it's something that really just hits me. I mean, it really has to, really make me, which is all the time, but it has to be really something that I want to delve into for me to get off on politics. So I won't say that it won't happen, but I don't do it often, But this particular video is mainly about some celebrities, of course. Some I have mentioned, of course, before. One I am tired of mentioning. And those 4 celebrities, or 3 to 4 celebrities, would be, of course, Wendy Williams. Got a little bit of something to say about her because I'm sick of her. I'm sick of Kevin. I'm sick of the whole lot of it, y'all. Then Monique, what's going on with Monique? B. Smith, which just, now that one right there kind of pisses me off, but I'll get into that later. And then Smollett. I'm not going to say a whole lot about him because we done talked him into the ground as well, but I just wanted to mention something about him. But the first thing, of course, I'm going to get off into Wendy Williams. Now, her and Kevin, I'm so sick of them trying to fool and dupe the people, y'all. One of the commenters on my other video is really what she said, is true. I agree with this commenter. She said that she tired of hearing about Wendy Williams, just to sum it up, and it's time to move on from it. And it really is, because I'm tired of talking about Wendy Williams too. That actually hit me the day before yesterday. That's why I didn't get on here yesterday and say a whole lot about, or say anything about any of this, because I'm sick of it. Because every time I read an article, you see that Wendy Williams is still trying to fool people and still want you to think that everything is all right. And I wish that everything was all right with her. At this point where Wendy Williams is concerned, empathy right now has to kind of go out of the window, because right now it's obvious that she is where she wants to be. She is heavily connected and tied into Kevin Hunter's business-wise. Their business is so connected that it would probably be extremely difficult for her to get out. But, when she's ready to leave, I'm sure she will, if she's ready to leave. My mother thinks she has a mental problem. My mom's like, something has got to be wrong with her psychologically. We already know her history to some degree, but something is wrong with her that she's staying with this man like this. And if this is where she wants to be, so be it. I'm just going to basically probably read this, not probably, but I am going to read this article that came out. Hollywood Life released this article. I believe it was yesterday. And the article says, are Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter divorcing? It says the truth behind the separation rumors. It says Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter have been hit with divorce rumors yet again, but we can exclusively reveal the truth, exclusively now, straight from an insider who knows them best. Wendy Williams, who is 54, and her husband Kevin Hunter, 46, are not separating, they say. That's what a source close to them are saying, and this source is also very heavily involved in the Wendy Williams show. And they're telling Hollywood Life exclusively, following multiple rumors, that they're headed for divorce. There is no truth at all to the separation rumors swirling around Wendy and her husband Kevin, the insider says. Wendy and Kevin have been together a very long time. They have longevity on their side with over 22 years married. Like any couple, they have had their ups and downs, but they are happy and are as strong and solid as ever, they say. Wendy has been on a break from her television job since December 20th due to a shoulder fracture, and the divorce rumors swirling around her and her husband Kevin have been louder than ever. As this December 24, 2018 BET article demonstrates, that they put a link in this article for, Wendy, who has been spending her time off in Florida, where their son Kevin Hunter Jr., 19, attends college, is now having to deal with an additional stressor beyond her health. People speculating about her decades-long marriage. Okay, so I guess everybody in the street and all the people that know her are lying. They're they're all lying, and her and Kevin are the only ones telling the truth. All of us are crazy, in other words, okay? The talk about them splitting up has come up often lately, but the chatting has only stemmed from rumors. Our source says the rumors aren't true and that the couple hasn't appreciated all of the divorce talk about them. They do not like the split rumors, and they feel that they are nonsense. Y'all, this is probably some publicist that they've been talking to. Anyway, they say they have not only had a good relationship, but have a strong business relationship. I just told y'all a minute ago that their business was closely intertwined. So it would be really difficult financially for Wendy Williams to come out of this marriage clean. All right. But anyway, they say they have a strong business relationship. Kevin, of course, works in the entertainment industry as Wendy's manager. They work well together, they say, and have no reason to split at all. Things are fine with her and Kevin, they say. Meanwhile, Wendy has been focused on supporting her son, our source says, and getting love and care from her family as she recoups from some of her health challenges. We hope that Wendy is back and healthy soon, but we're sure that she's enjoying the downtime. Now, Nick Cannon, who is 38 years old, will fill in as a temporary host for a few episodes of the show on February 4th, 5th, and 6th. Page 6 has reported. Now, if only the rumors of her and her husband would take a break too. That is what this article from Hollywood Life is saying. They say they have very good reason to believe that Wendy Williams and her husband are not divorcing. They're not separating because of this source that's close to Wendy, which I believe is some publicist that they have given permission to speak on their behalf, is saying. So, y'all, I probably won't be saying a whole lot, of course, about Wendy Williams unless something spectacular happens, like her actually returning to her show later on this month. If one of y'all would be so kind as to message me and let me know that Wendy Williams is back on her show, because I want to see. I just want to see. I've already told y'all I don't really watch the Wendy Williams show except clips every now and then. So somebody please let me know if she shows up on that show. I heard they got a whole list of guest hosts that's going to be on there, not just Nick Cannon, but yeah, y'all let me know so I can check it out. Unless something big and spectacular happens, I won't be spending a whole lot of time talking about Wendy Williams. Y'all, you have to be honest. If she doesn't care about herself, then how in the world are we supposed to continue to just to exert any more energy over Wendy Williams? I hope the best for Wendy. I hope she gets her mind right, and I hope she stabilizes and gets her situation together. And I hope she's able to just be honest, not tell all of her business, but just be honest that things are not perfect in Huntersville. Okay? Moving right along. Justice Smollett, whatever his name is. I don't know all them children's name. It's so many of them, y'all. He's got, what, about 22 brothers and sisters? No, he's got about 4 or 5 brothers and sisters, actually. But all of this stuff y'all have been hearing about Jussie and him allegedly being beat up by 2 MAGA hat-wearing, ski mask-wearing men a couple of nights ago, or early in the morning in that Siberian weather in Chicago, Illinois. The story seems unlikely to a lot of people, including me. He was coming out of a Subway, trying to get him a sandwich and whatnot. And I want to know what happened to the sandwich that he bought. They don't have any kind of video footage of him being attacked, and that's a problem. All they see is him coming out of Subway. And we know this is Chicago. This is supposed to be a really lit area of Chicago. They should have some type of footage somewhere showing where he was attacked. All we see is a still photo of 2 men allegedly walking down the street in Chicago. We don't really know where that came from for real. Y'all, when I first heard about Jussie, the morning the story actually broke, and I heard about it, naturally I was like, oh my God, I hope this isn't true. Please tell me nobody attacked that young man, because I like Jussie Smollett. I like him on as Jamal on Empire. I like him, you know. So when I heard that, I felt bad. I was like, whether he's gay or not, whether we agree with his lifestyle or not, he doesn't deserve to be beat up by anybody. That's anybody. Nobody deserves to be attacked by anybody for any reason, unless it's self-defense. And so I felt bad for him. But the more I kept hearing the news come out, and I kept hearing conflicting stories and the little details, it sounded so dramatic. And the more I started saying, something is not right. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean. And I was going to wait. I wasn't going to say anything until now. because I wasn't sure. I was waiting till more information comes out, and the more and more I hear about it, the more I'm convinced that it was I don't know if it was a publicity stunt for the LGBT community, like some people have been saying. I don't know if it's a publicity stunt for Empire. I don't know if it's a cover up for him in whatever mess he's been caught up in with his lifestyle on the down low. You know what I'm trying to say. Stuff that he doesn't want people to know. I don't know what the motive is behind it. But whatever it is, it's a shame, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of energy on that either, because he's all right now, and that's good that he's okay. All I know is that people have got to understand, just because they like Jussie, just because he's cute, because he is cute, that doesn't mean that he can't lie. Just because he's a celebrity and he's on Empire, that doesn't mean that he won't lie and make up stuff. We don't know what the situation is. I don't put anything past people at this point in my life. People are capable of the most heinous and stupid of situations. So it's not beneath Jussie to have lied about what happened. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he did. Something probably did happen. I just don't believe that what he said happened actually happened. Yes, the MAGA people, or MAGA people, whatever they call themselves, they are very violent people, and they bothering people all the time. But that situation right there just doesn't sound right to me. That's all I'm saying, and I'm going to call bullshizzle on that, and that is my verdict on the situation with Jussie. If I'm wrong, and if I'm proven to be wrong, I will publicly apologize to Jussie, but for right now, I'm going to call bullshizzle, because that's what it sounds like to me. My gut is not usually wrong about things like that. So anyway, let me move right along. All right, next person. I want to know why people are so mad with Monique. Now, I know Monique has been going off on other celebrities and talking about them and expressing her disgust with a lot of people, including Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and other people that she's worked with. And I know a lot of people don't like that, and how here lately she's talked about Whoopi Goldberg and how she wanted people to boycott Netflix because she feels like they were discriminating against her and all of that stuff. And I'm going to be honest with you, I might be one of the few people that doesn't feel one way or the other about what Monique has said and what Monique has done, because what Monique thinks is purely her prerogative. It's her opinion. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. We don't have to agree with her or like it, but it is her opinion. It's what she feels. It's what she's speaking is her personal truth and what she's experienced. Even where Whoopi Goldberg is concerned, I like Whoopi Goldberg. I love Whoopi Goldberg in most movies, you know, and just about everything I've seen her in, I have liked her in over the years, but we don't know Whoopi Goldberg personally. All we know is what people say. And when Vulture had interviewed Monique, and she said that Whoopi Goldberg has always been the help to her, people got mad. But that's clearly Monique's perspective of Whoopi Goldberg, and she's entitled to that. Anything that Monique says or does in the industry or about the industry is only going to affect Monique. That's her. That's her business. So I'm not saying that people shouldn't comment on what Monique has said, but why would you be mad or angry with Monique? Why be mad with her? She don't know you. I mean, I'm just saying, this is clearly her perspective on what is going on in the industry. And there may be a lot of truth to the things that she's saying. I don't think she's lying on everybody when she says the things that she's saying either. But again, I don't feel one way or the other. I'm not going to go against Tyler Perry, his entertainment, or anybody else's entertainment product on behalf of Monique, because what Monique is saying has nothing to do with me. It's clearly, purely her opinion, okay? That's all I'm saying. The interview, I got two of the questions that were asked or posed to her, or two statements that were posed where she was talking about Whoopi Goldberg and how she explained herself. Again, the interviewer on The Vulture, this happened, of course, earlier this month. The question was, or the statement was, after you announced your Netflix boycott, this is what he's saying to Monique. She says, you went on radio shows like The Breakfast Club and Sway in the Morning to explain what had happened. Then when you appeared on The View, Whoopi Goldberg told you, I'm going to stop you because contractually when you make a movie, regardless of who you sign the deal with, your job is to go and promote the said movie, she continues saying. And we've had this conversation. And I said, if you had called me, I would have schooled you on what was expected. That was the exchange between Whoopi Goldberg and Monique when Monique appeared on The View last year. And of course, Monique did not like what Whoopi Goldberg said to her at all. And so she refuted it. And Monique's explanation to the Vulture was, she says, when I sat there on that platform on The View, I felt sorry. I had empathy for my sister Whoopi Goldberg, because what you're saying to me is you must work for free. Y'all remember that little exchange, right? She says, I could have schooled you. The very thing I went to The View to speak about was the very thing I experienced on The View. You give me 3 minutes to talk about inequality. Well, I was there the whole show. When you have a woman saying, I could have schooled you, someone would say, what was the schooling going to be? When I look at this woman you say is our icon and our legend, and she is. But how many things has Whoopi Goldberg executive produced? Whoopi Goldberg has always been the help, and I say that humbly. So what is it that you're going to school me on? I've been doing it for almost 30 years. This is a woman who says, I could have schooled you, and this is a woman who accepted Ted Danson in blackface. And our community praises this woman. So oftentimes we do it to ourselves, but I just can't. I can't understand. She said, I love my sister. However, when you know you're being fed the wrong food, you must say, I can't chew that. I can't chew that, y'all. So Monique was explaining to him why she called Whoopi Goldberg the help. Because of things that Whoopi Goldberg said to her that she did not clearly agree with, and things that Whoopi Goldberg and what Whoopi Goldberg did many years ago where Ted Danson was concerned. Ted Danson and her were dating, or were they engaged or whatever, and he actually wore blackface to some event in front of a room full of people where Whoopi Goldberg was there with him, and she said she had no problem with him wearing the blackface and using racially derogatory comments and whatnot. So that's why Monique feels the way that she feels about Whoopi Goldberg. She was explaining that. So I don't know. People say all kind of stuff about people, and people have talked about Whoopi Goldberg. I've heard them talk about her bad behind closed doors, and Monique is clearly saying it in the public. She's just not biting her tongue, and a lot of people don't like that. That's all it comes down to. People don't like the fact that she's expressing her truth, and that's merely all it is her truth. They even asked her, did she have an opportunity to address Whoopi Goldberg privately about this particular situation? And they're feeling, the person at Vulture felt like Monique could have kept this private between her and Whoopi. She said, yeah, I talked to her about it. She said they did have a private conversation, and Whoopi again said some things to Monique that Monique did not like nor agree with. She figured out, to sum it up, and I'm not going to read this, she was saying that Whoopi Goldberg is merely concerned about herself when Monique allegedly, she claims that she's concerned about other young women that come after her, other black women that come after her, but Whoopi Goldberg is not. And if Whoopi Goldberg told her not to be worried about other people, then Whoopi Goldberg cannot really care about Monique either. And that's what it boils down to. It just sounds like to me Monique has lost respect for Whoopi Goldberg because of the exchanges that they have had. And again, that is clearly Monique's opinion, and that is her right to feel any kind of way she wants to feel about Whoopi Goldberg, okay? And y'all know the most recent thing that has come out. Allegedly, she threatened to slap Steve Harvey on his show when they're recording on the Steve Harvey show, which is about to end, if I'm not mistaken. He said something to her about needing to apologize to all of these people that she's insulted publicly. And allegedly, she told him she would slap him in his face. I don't know if that's true. We don't know what the situation was. Neither Steve has not confirmed that she said that. At least I hadn't heard him confirm it. Monique, however, has been on social media, really saying that it's not true. She's saying it's fake news. Y'all, we don't know. They could be joking, because this was a third person that allegedly saw and heard this exchange between her and Steve Harvey. The only way we'll know if this is true is if Steve Harvey airs the clip. Until we see it and hear it for ourselves, unless we get like 2 more witnesses, even the Bible say out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, things shall be established. So unless we get a couple of more people that actually saw what went on between Monique and Steve, and if we get some video footage, we can't really believe that necessarily. All right, yes, we know Monique can be something else, but I'm not going to accuse her of that unless I see it or hear it or somebody else confirms it. All right, moving right along. So B. Smith, and this is my last thing I'm gonna talk about. B. Smith, bless her heart. The design and fashion guru, who I did not know a whole lot about, because I guess when she was really on, and she's grown an empire, but when she was really on and popping in the 90s, I was in junior high school. And I don't remember her at all until about, I think I became aware of her about 10 years ago. And even then, I don't really follow her. But when I found out, when somebody sent me the story about her and her husband and how unfortunately she is suffering from Alzheimer's, am I pronouncing that correct? I felt bad for B. Smith. This husband of hers, Dan Gadsby, who they've been together, 27 years. They've been married about 24 years. And how he has another woman now. And it doesn't matter what race the woman is. She just happens to be a white woman. None of that matters. He's married to B. Smith, and I thought when you marry, it's for better or for worse. To death do you part, in sickness and in health. You're supposed to be faithful to the spouse that you're married to. But obviously, he was not committed to his marriage in his heart. And it just kind of made me mad that now he's so selfish. And I know a lot of people, y'all, we on different sides of the fence. This is just my opinion and the way I feel about it, because I believe in marriage and I believe in the sanctity of marriage. And that's the reason why I have not married yet, is because I want to make sure that when I do it, I'm able to be committed and dedicated to the man that I marry. So, that's why I never engaged or got into a marriage with anybody, because I know me, but or I knew me the way I was. I just wasn't going to subject that to anybody else. But this man has this woman he's been going with. He say they've been in a relationship for a year. I don't believe it. I believe they've been together longer. I don't believe this is the first woman that this man has messed with behind B. Smith's back. This woman is living in the house with him and B. Smith. Poor B. Smith don't even know what's going on. But this man has brought this woman in her house. If he's bold enough to do that, there's no telling what else he's done. And he's saying that he don't want to, his life, he doesn't feel like his life should be stopped because his wife is sick. I feel like this. If he feels that way, I think it's better for him probably to divorce B. Smith. Make sure she has good health care. Make sure that she's in an institution or in some type of health care facility, a nursing home, where she'll be well taken care of. And that's really all he needs to do. He's just wrong, because right now he's wrong. And to me, I feel like he's doing worse by committing adultery on B. Smith. And I just don't like it. It's hurtful, and it's embarrassing, and it's just not right. And I feel like the only reason he's staying there now is because of the money. He wants to make sure that he's in control of her finances and that he can live lavishly off of this woman's money. And I believe that's why this woman is there too, because they're basically just having a ball on B. Smith's fortune and his fortune too, because he was there with her for a lot of years. But they're benefiting off of what she has accomplished in the marriage. And it's just hurtful, y'all. It's a shame, and it's just not right, in my opinion. It's just not right. I know a lot of people beg to differ with me, but I just feel like the least he could do is file for a divorce from her, make sure she's in a good health care facility, and make sure that she has good health insurance and that she's taken care of. And then he can go on about his business, and him and that white woman could just live their life. I'm sorry. Him and that woman could just live their life and be happy doing whatever they do. Okay? Instead of doing what he's doing now, which is an embarrassment. That woman should not have had to live and have a successful life and gain so much respect only to be shamed in her latter years. I just don't think it's right, y'all. He's wrong. I don't care what anybody says. I saw that little video, the interview where I believe it was it the Washington Post or somebody that was interviewing them in B. Smith's house? Y'all, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but morally, I know it's wrong. Can't nobody tell me that it's not wrong. I just feel like, and I understand he feels lonely or whatever, but I just feel like if he's going to do wrong, if he's going to do that, he needs to just leave her, let her be. You know what I'm saying? Let me hush. I'm just done with that situation right now. I probably won't speak on that anymore. I wish her family members, if she had some close family members on her side that actually cared enough about her to maybe, before she got so deep into the Alzheimer's, that they had gotten some kind of control over her finances. Because I just feel like the people that are close to her on her side of the family care more about her and that they should maybe have been in the equation somehow. But anyway, that's just me. So anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. Y'all know I sounded like I was rambling with that. I just know that I don't like what this man is doing to this woman while she is totally oblivious to what's going on. I just don't like it. So anyway, I'm going to go in and get on out of here. I've got another video to do for The Passage. Again, if y'all have not started watching The Passage, which comes on every Monday night on Fox at 8 o'clock, y'all are missing a great series, y'all. It's really good, okay? And it seems to be getting better and better. So anyway, without further ado, y'all take care and have a great rest of the night, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.